Hi Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is your reading and we're going to jump straight into it. So the messages I was getting for my Aquarians is that there may be a sense of restriction in the energy right now, whether that's you restricting yourself and or just feeling like that you can't maybe say or do whatever it is that you're wanting, maybe because of outside influences. But what Spirit is wanting to remind you is to stay dedicated to your path. You know, continue to do the right thing because it's just the right thing. Continue to make decisions from that sense of logic. If something is being restricted or you're purposely restricting something, it's probably not good for you. So sometimes that is your sign, right? That if things aren't moving forward in that situation, or maybe you don't even want them to, there's a reason for that, Aquarius, and so leave it alone. But let's get into the cards and see what we've got coming in for my Aquarius. Okay, you have the Emperor here, the Queen of Pentacles, and the card of action. Oops, sorry, one more. And the Four of Cups. So Aquarius, the Emperor is all about wisdom, but it's about power. It's about being in control. It is a leadership energy. With next to the Queen of Pentacles, this is the more feminine energy, but this is about comfort. This is about knowledge. This is about staying grounded and staying in a space, Aquarius, that feels comfortable and good for you. Then you have the card of action and then the card of indifference. So this is interesting to me because the first thing that I got when I looked at these cards was like, some of you just don't care. You don't care to take action on something. You don't care to move the needle on something. Some of you are purposely restricting your energy. Some of you, there may be power plays going on or the sense of wanting to feel in control, okay, whether that's you or somebody you're dealing with. I think like most of you are searching for comfort more than anything else, feeling comfortable in your own skin, being in places and around people that make you feel comfortable. And if it doesn't, I feel like you're detaching from it, Aquarius, or there's like this indifference here to the energy, which is interesting to me. So let's go deeper and see what else we have coming through for my Aquas. All right. All the cards came out at once. No thingness. Okay. The card of abundance. The card of suppression. And exhaustion. So this clarifies quite a bit for me, Aquarius. Some of you, this is somebody you're dealing with. This Emperor, this is a masculine energy. This is somebody who likes to dominate, who likes control. And like I said earlier, maybe doing like power plays. But this person has the card of nothingness. So they may be making something out of nothing, or they may not have the power that you think that they have, Aquarius. They may be creating false narratives, fiction, or there's just nothing there, there's just nothing behind maybe this person, like backing them up, if you know what I mean. The Queen of Pentacles, you have the card of abundance next to that, okay? So I feel like Aquarius, when it comes to finances, you're sitting pretty, or like there's comfort coming through, like there's abundance coming through or available to you during this time frame, Aquarius. And it's not so much about like putting yourself out there or going outside of the box. It's almost like finding things that you're already comfortable doing, that you already know you're good at. And you may be just doing better at work, say, or, staying more grounded. And because you're staying more grounded, you're being more productive. Like there's another stream of income that wants to come through for you. Then the card of action has the card of suppression. Now, Some of you, you know, may want to take action on something, but you're actually suppressing that, or you are removing yourself again from a situation or restricting a situation, because I felt that earlier. But there is some emotional suppression going on here, whether that's you or somebody you're connecting to. The Four of Cups. This is what Aquarians do when we get emotionally exhausted. And this is exactly what you're doing. You detach. Oops. You detach. So if you're feeling any sense of physical drain on your body or emotional drain, I feel like you're going into the space of indifference, of like, I don't care, of like detaching yourself emotionally, or, you know, going into your own Aquarius space. That is the coping mechanism that I feel that you're using right now. But be careful, Aquarius, that you're not actually suppressing versus genuinely detaching, because those are two different energies. Suppression is when you deeply care, but you pretend that you don't care, or you try to shoo it away, but it's there. You know, if the feeling is there, it's there. Versus detachment. Detachment is almost like you just genuinely don't care. You're not trying to hide it, suppress it, push it away. You just detached from it, right? Like you took away your focus from it. You took away the emotion behind it. So there's a big difference between those two. And how can you tell which one you're doing? If you're feeling emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted, that means something's getting to you. That means you're suppressing, not detaching. But if you feel clear, if you've got energy, if you're focused, then you've detached, okay? And you're not suppressing. So I guess know the difference between those two things, Aquarius. So let's go deeper and see what else we've got going on for you, for my Aquas. You have the Moon, the Death and Rebirth card. Oh boy, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So Aquarius, with the Moon represented here, this could be heightened dream states. This could be heightened emotions. This could be heightened intuition, but you can see it's overwhelming, right? So there might be an overwhelming amount of emotion going on underneath the surface, whether that's you, Aquarius, or this other person that I picked up on, this Emperor archetype. But there's an undercurrent of emotion going on right now, regardless, whether it's coming from you or not, whether you're aware of it or not. There is the Death and Rebirth card here. There's some sort of big transformational change happening to you on a vibrational level, but also when it comes to what you do for a living, or your finances, or how you get your money. I feel this to be in a positive way, Aquarius. Some of you are on your way to be wealthy women, wealthy men, you know, or you're attracting that maybe, wealth or wealthy people. I don't know, but I feel wealth around the Aquarian energy. So pay attention to that. I mean, nice. Then you have the card of the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is what fell under the suppression card and taking action. Some of you are suppressing, you know, you're suppressing the desire to take action on something because you feel like it's going to go nowhere. Okay. And I think this is whatever you're restricting yourself from. And yet at the same time, this is a sense of abandonment. It's a sense of being alone, not just alone, but lonely, you know, like an aloneness type of energy. And it could be that you just feel alone in how you feel, like nobody understands how you feel, or maybe you're suppressing how you feel and it's creating that dissonance, right? It could also be that you've left somebody else out in the cold. So take it as it resonates. The Two of Wands here. It's like you got to find a different game plan, though, Aquarius, when it comes to dealing with these emotional undercurrents, because I feel like the Two of Wands is like making your mind up and going in a different direction. And I feel like that's what the detachement's about. Like you're trying to detach your energy so that you can look towards your future and go into a different direction here. So let's go deeper and see what that's about. For Aquarius. There's the Emperor again. The Knight of Swords, all right. Okay. So Aquarius, the Temperance card is all about freedom. It's about independence. But it could also be like a mood fluctuating type of energy where like maybe your moods are fluctuating a lot or you're back and forth in the emotional space. Here's that Emperor again. I don't feel this is your energy. Now my male Aquariuses, this may be you, or you could be dealing with a male like this, but I feel for most of my Aquariuses, my feminine Aquariuses, this is somebody you're dealing with. This is not your energy. Again, you can see the piece of chess, right, in this person's hand. Like they're planning, they're strategizing, they're in it for the long-term gain, not the short-term, right? Because I don't know if you've ever played a game of chess, but it's not a quick game, right? So I feel like whoever this person is, they're strategizing here, Aquarius, and the Knight of Swords is, you know, fast communication or somebody rushing in. Sometimes I get this as avoidance, but I actually feel like what this person is strategizing it on is how to make their move or to make their entrance or how to communicate with the Aquarius, right? Or something around that. Like this is a strategic planner. They're strategically planning, okay? Now, here you are with the Judgment card and Justice and the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like Aquarius, you are in this process of, again, trying to let go of, you know, whatever this is you've had to let go of. And it may be something that you've restricted yourself from purposely or not purposely. I don't know. But it's actually the further you get along your journey and the more you move away from that energy, the calmer your life gets and the more balance is brought into your energy, your life, your home. The Three of Pentacles is a sense of home, a sense of family, a sense of cooperation, support. So I feel like all of these supportive energies coming around the Aquarius as you kind of shift your focus, right, away from whatever the suppression was, whatever this restriction was, and shift your focus instead to things that are more productive for you, people you get along with, and doing things also that are creative, but also like make you focus your brain, you know, like things like knitting or painting or working in the garden, or I'm just giving you examples, not saying you actually do all those things, but you get what I mean, like something where you're working with your hands, like it requires focus. And I feel like that is actually good for you. So let's go deeper. I keep getting the song, and I got the song in a private reading that I recently did. I think it's Maroon 5. He says, I'm at a payphone. I'm at a payphone, ready to go home. Do people still use payphones? Are there even payphones still out there? Somebody could be calling you from a payphone. I don't even think there are payphones. What would be the equivalent to a payphone these days? Like a burner phone? Or I don't know. A landline? Does anybody still have a landline? I don't know. But maybe check that song out. I wasn't ready. Hold on. Check that song out. See if it resonates with you. Okay, 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I also feel like you getting more balance in your moods, Aquarius, or in your thinking, or in your thinking patterns. And that's helping you to make more, I think, logical decisions versus emotional decisions, which are not your best friend, not as an Aquarius, but it's not where you're comfortable, right? Why the 7 of Cups? What's the confusion about? Yeah, so the 7 of Wands is maintaining a sense of space, a sense of peace. You can see this person is meditating, like there's people trying to get at this person or trying to communicate, and like she's just in her own little bubble here. And I feel like Aquarius, that's where you need to be, that's where you want to be. I think in your own little bubble, in your own little Aquarius land, where you dictate how you feel and you dictate what you're thinking about and you dictate your mood, your energy, right? Not letting other people interfere with that. Some of you are restricting yourself because maybe somebody always interferes with how you're feeling and you don't like that. So you're taking your control back by taking your emotions back. And maybe that means going into your own little bubble, placing distance or restrictions. The 6 of Wands is gaining success, recognition, and attention, right? And that also could be attention seeking. All right. Now remember that there's somebody here strategizing, and they may be strategizing to seek attention, Aquarius, whether that's from you or from other people. But I feel like they're doing this as a means to like somehow communicate with you. The Page of Pentacles is, there's a potential here, right? What is this potential about, though? I wanted to say finances, but I don't think that's what that's about. What is this potential about? What's the potential? 4 of Swords. There's a potential here for you to take your peace back, to take your power back, to heal your body, to work on yourself, to dedicate your time and energy to where it is most productive and efficient. And that's always going to be with self. Like, nobody likes to be alone necessarily, Aquarius, but Aquarians do. Like, Aquarian's one of the rare zodiac signs that doesn't mind being their own best friend, that doesn't mind that space, that alone time to be with their mind. And I feel like you're capitalizing on that. It's giving you some sort of clarity. You may also be getting clarity about the past. There does seem to be some choices you need to make here, Aquarius, but it's about making the decisions that feel the most passionate to you. Okay, so let me get one on that. Some of you may have been going back and forth on, you know, missing your passion or not really knowing where to find that passion anymore in your life. And it's like, there's a resurrection happening here for you, Aquarius. And what it's resurrecting is like your passion for life, your passion for people, your passion to be yourself, to think for yourself. It's a lot of self energy here. And I fully believe that this restriction, now that I see all of these cards that's been placed, was intentional and it was on your behalf. Like, you were the one who placed that. Yeah, because I feel like, especially if there was like drama or conflict around a situation or a person or whoever the Emperor is, if there was attention-seeking behavior as well, or like a sense of, you know, competitiveness there, or somebody trying to put you in competition, you're not dealing with that. Like, Aquarians do not compete. They just leave. If you're an Aquarius, you just LOL, because you know that's true. Like, if you put an Aquarius in a position where they feel they need to compete for attention or for love or for whatever, they will remove themselves from the running before they're ever going to compete. No. And that's exactly what you did. You hit the road. Because this is the Three of Wands. This is putting space, time, and distance here, and then moving forward with a different focus. So whoever the Emperor archetype is here, that wanted to try and put you in a situation or in a space where you were feeling that competitiveness, whatever, whether from them or they were, you know, putting you in a position where you felt like you were being asked to compete, you hit the road, or like you are not going to entertain that. You're not going to play that game. Like, there is no competition in an Aquarian's mind, because Aquarians are unique. Okay, and not bottom feeders. Sorry. That was just for one person. Anyways, okay, the Tower. The Tower. Yeah, so there's massive changes, transformations, highlighting friendship as well. This might be a good time frame, a good week, a good weekend to go out, get out with your friends, do some celebrating, appreciate being with yourself or with like minds or people who have, you know, things in common with you, Aquarius. So I just see your entire shift focusing in a different direction, okay, during this time frame, and being more open and receptive, but in a different way, Aquarius. So let's see, what is the guidance? What is the guidance? All right. It says, it is not my responsibility to convince anyone of anything. Make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experience that you choose, and allow everyone else to do the same. It is not your responsibility to convince anyone to do anything. That is like the perfect card for this reading, because that's honestly what I feel you're doing here, Aquarius. And then you have one fly over here, but I'm just going to read the title. It says, diversity supports individual freedoms. Appreciate the diversity of others and your planet. Yes, Aquarius. I love it. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own chart, by the way. I have Scorpio here. I have Aries. I've got Sagittarius, Scorpio again. I've got Pisces, Libra. All right. And I've got Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, it's Sagittarius. If I didn't say that, I think I did. Keep that in mind. It is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Please comment the shit out of this video. Get me back in that algorithm. The more traffic I have in my comments, the higher it ranks my YouTube video, which means the longer I get to stay here and read for you guys. So leave me a hi, leave me a heart, leave me a like, you know, comment below, and let me know if you enjoyed this video. Share this video. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of both pages, as well as my TikTok, which is TTWD. Follow me there as well for more fun stuff. I'm wishing you the best either way, though. And until next time, namaste.